Hello and welcome. Today we are going to describe types of data and information. To understand types of data, imagine a group of students. You can describe this group by gender, birth order, number of courses completed, and age. All these are characteristics of group of students. All vary from one student to another. Therefore, we can call these characteristics as variables. And one characteristic will be a variable. Therefore, here have four variables. First variable is gender. Second is birth order. Number of courses completed by each student is the third variable, and age. Each variable has possible values it can take. Gender, for instance, can take values of male or female. Birth order might be oldest, second, youngest, etc. Number of courses completed by a student might be a student can complete one course, two courses, three courses, or etc. Age can be any number between 0 to 105 years. Observed values of a variable are called data. For example, we asked age of 5 people. First person told us that he or she is 20. Second person told us that he or she is 18. Next observed value is 18, 15, and 26. All these observed values are called data. Data is plural form of datum. Therefore, you cannot say datas. Data is plural. The way you analyze your data depends on the type of variable that you have. We will therefore classify our variables into types. Let's start with weight. Weight is a typical example of a quantitative variable. The reason we measure weight in numbers. Weight is also an example of variable that is measured at a ratio scale. The reason a typical person can weigh anywhere between 40 and 150 kilograms. So weight can accept any value within this range. Another feature of a ratio scale is that these variables are real numbers. Therefore, differences have a meaning. Let's take example of two individuals. One individual is 60 kilos, another individual is 40 kilos. The difference is 20 kilos. The difference does have a meaning. Therefore, weight is a continuous variable, and continuous variable is a part of quantitative variable. Now, let's take an example of the number of courses completed by a student. It is also measured in numbers. It is therefore a quantitative variable. We tell, I have completed 2 courses. I have completed 3 courses. I have completed 1 course. Number of courses completed, therefore, must be a whole number. However, unlike weight, number of courses cannot be in halves. That is, we cannot tell I have completed 1.5 courses. I have completed 2.5 courses. No, we always tell I have completed 1 course, I have completed 2 courses, and etc. Like in the case of weight, differences between values do have a meaning. If I take a difference between 3 and 2 courses, there is 1 course difference. Such variables are said to be measured at interval scale. We can subtract, we can divide, multiply quantitative variables. That means we can do all math operations with variables that are measured at quantitative scale. Birth order is an example of ranked variable, since an individual may be the firstborn, secondborn, etc., into a family with corresponding birth order. Birth order is similar to number of courses completed must be a whole number. However, order here does matter. Differences here have no meaning. This is therefore a qualitative variable because we refer I'm the oldest, I'm the youngest, so it comes in the real life in the form of text. Lastly, let's turn to gender. Gender is an example of a categorical variable, since we refer to gender in words like male or female. To quantify gender, we can assign male 1 and female 2. Order here does not matter, so we can assign 2 for male and 1 for female. Since we assign these numbers of an arbitrary, we cannot run math operations like adding, subtracting, or multiplying. Differences between 2 and 2, 1 and 2, here do not have a meaning. Ordinal and nominal variables can be unified under the umbrella of qualitative variables or categorical variables. The one distinctive feature of these variables is that you cannot run mathematical operations on these variables, and then the differences between values have no meaning. I hope these are helpful. Knowing type of variable that you have really matters on your choice of analysis methods of data. So thank you for